When we first met, the conversation we had back in your apartment, I was really impressed. Like, usually, I'm the one for like topics of what type, what do you want, and what type of relationship. And I'm gonna have to like be really ready to explain about my philosophy and all that. Especially if I describe myself non-monogamous. Yeah. So what are you looking for? Like, I lost count of how many times that you asked me that question the first time.
Yeah.
Are you looking for like commitment?
Yeah.
Serious type, or are you more into like open relationship? I didn't have to like look at my mental notes.
Yeah. No, but I mean
really
that's the whole thing about. I know what I am and who I am now and what I'm comfortable with now. And if we met and what I'm comfortable with was not what you were willing to share, then I can just be like, okay, well, that's nice, we can be friends. You know? But if you don't know yourself and you don't know what you want and what you're like, I'll sign up for this, but I'm not signing up for, like, this and this for me is like doable, but this and this for me is not doable. Or I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to have an open relationship. I mean, from person to person, it's gonna differ. Like, some people won't want to have open relationships. Other people really don't care.
I think another important thing is, as a guy, like, you're gonna come across like when the women or whoever you're trying to get into. Of course, they're gonna question it. They'll wonder.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because most men's motives, firstly, is to have sex.
Either this way or that
this way. Yeah.
So if a girl would ask you like, why you want this type of shit?
Yeah.
Like, it's just my fantasy, or I just want to be more than one at a time.
Yes.
That's nothing really unique and interesting in there.
No, but I think the main problem is most guys won't necessarily be straightforward with you and be like, this is why. They're not gonna tell you.
You don't want the guy who's like acting overly like placating either.
Yeah, but
No, that's not what I mean. But I just want.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you say to a guy, "What do you want?" and the guy's like, "Yeah, no, I was thinking of a relationship, blah blah blah," but in the back of his head's going, "I just want to screw this girl. I don't want anything to do with her." Really? Why don't you just say, "Hey, I just, I feel like I want to have sex with you." Then she can be like, "Okay, cool." Or no, that's not what I want. I mean, yes, you're gonna strike out more times, but I think it's more fair in general. That way. She might scream at me a little bit. I just want to take this jacket off. It's starting to get hot now. Sorry, car. I love you too.
But what I would say is, for all the guys who don't want to settle himself with normalcy, be able to, openly express yourself, but at the same time, bring some value, so that she feels fair and you're still getting the exact amount, whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. No, I mean, putting yourself first, putting your needs first doesn't mean that you should be an asshole and forget that the other person is a person that also has feelings and, thinks and feels just like you think and feel. So, have some respect at the same time. You're still dealing with other people.
I mean, even with one girl or two girls or 5 girls or 15 girls at the same time, it's always going to be the commitment of your time, energy, and so many other things. No matter how serious or what style of relationship you're with each one. But it's always a balanced thing.
For me, the main reason why I thought, okay, well, let's give the open relationship a try is, if you look at it, I've had monogamous relationships my whole life till this point. Have any of them worked? No.
And it wasn't working at all.
It's not working. So if something's not working for you, try something else. There's no rule in any book that says you're not allowed to try something, see if it works for you. If it doesn't work, we can always change back. I mean, if I do it for a while and I see, okay, no, this doesn't do it for me, yeah. I can see how a lot of women would have a problem with open relationships because females are more jealous by nature. So sharing is not a thing in a woman's mind. You don't want to share a partner with other females necessarily because there's jealousy and then there's all the other lovely stuff that goes with that.
Especially if she is totally satisfied, sexually, relationship-wise with one person. She doesn't really have any necessity to look for add more.
Yeah.
Whether like healthy, meaningful relationship versus dysfunctional, unhealthy, fucked up, toxic relationship, and monogamy and non-monogamy, like those are like different things. But switching up the patterns for one might cause some change in the other. That can play out. So far it's working good.
Yeah, I have no complaints. Something like if I need your help, it's not like you're like, oh no, I'm just around here for the sex. Like, yeah, if you need help, like don't ask me stuff, like just fuck off kind of thing. That's not like that at all. I mean, you help me with a lot of stuff. You can be in a monogamous relationship and the guy can like not be present. Like, yeah, he's there, he's physically there, but like if you need help or you need some emotional support, that's not necessary that he's gonna be there for you just because you're in a closed relationship.
You can have as many partners or have sexual as many times or people and still have a very loving, compassionate, caring. Yes. I think it's just the problems that the society teaches people. It's just not teaches but displayed. It's all one way or the other. A relationship is more
complicated.
Coded with
life is more
different
complicated
layers.
than that. Yeah, life in general is more complicated. A lot of people, they want to be monogamous and monogamy works for them. Well, great. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being monogamous. I'm just saying if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work. I mean, I'm 36. It hasn't worked so far. I mean, yes, okay. There's also you've been dating assholes for 30. Yes, but yeah, I mean, for me it's also like, it's strange because you're thinking if you make the decision to be monogamous that you're going to find, nice guys and have a good relationship. But I mean, I met you after deciding, okay, this monogamy thing is not for me, it's not working. So maybe we should try something else. So before that, it was shit. Now it's not shit. So I don't know how would you explain that to someone else?
How would I explain?
I know. I'm just trying to say how would you try to explain that to someone? Am I just lucky to have found you, like because of the decision, or after the decision, or was it because of the decision that I found you? I don't know. Honestly, I don't have the answer to that question.
Probably all came to the perfect timing at the same time.
Maybe.
Yeah, like I told you, I was in the phase of having to decide which ones to keep and which ones to flush out because it was not just useful for me, and then it could be one of those laws of attraction.
Maybe. Because you were doing a big change and I was doing a big change and happened to end up in each other's space at the right time, at the right place.
It's a good feedbackable experience for me. You were my first match on Bumble.
You were not my first match on Bumble.